it's Rachel from 7 and All, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Gentle and Classical Preschool Level 1. I'll take you on a look inside the program and just show you how I realistically implement it with my toddler. Now, the Gentle and Classical Preschool is something I first saw quite a while back on Instagram. I think on Instagram homeschool community, there's quite a few moms who are sharing it and really enjoying the program on there. But I'm always a little bit, I don't know, I'm always hesitant to kind of jump onto things that I see. I guess I have a natural distrust of social media, which is weird, as a social media influencer in some small way. But after I finally decided to download the teacher's guide, which you can get on her website, the creator's website, Life Abundantly. You can download the website for completely free. You can download the teacher's manual free. That's what you can do, the teacher's guide. And she offers all of her teacher's guides for her different programs free, which I think is really amazing and generous and is a great way to really get inside and see if this kind of program is for you. So if you're considering it, I recommend doing that. But so I kind of had downloaded it and got it, and then it's been kind of a gradual falling in love for me, and I wanted to explain how I use it and why I found it so beneficial with my son. Alright, I'm gonna just take you on a quick look inside and look at the program so you can see what you can expect, and I'll talk about how I use it and what I've really come to appreciate. For me, the Gentle and Classical Preschool has really been something that has grown on me with time. And this is what it is. There's 26 units. Each unit is just one page, which has a little list of 8 little topics or memory statements here, and a letter of the unit. Now, depending on the age of your child, probably, you can spend as much time as you want to on each unit. With a 2-year-old, you're naturally going to move quite a bit slower than you would with a 4-year-old. And on the other side of your unit page, she just does have some handy little teacher notes that give kind of sometimes explanations of the importance of a certain memory statement or ideas on how to implement it in a creative way, sometimes little tunes to set your statement to. So this is what Unit 2 is like: Scripture, Character and Catechism, Science, Math and Basic Skills, Social Studies, Health and Safety, Motor Skills, and Language Arts. And it will vary little by little throughout this. Now I'm going to explain why I've just really come to like this so much. You know, as a mom with young kids, you know there are so many things that your kids have to learn. There are so many just little things to memorize. There are months of the year, days of the week. There is names of everybody in the family. Your child should know your state, your town, your address, phone number. There's all sorts of little different safety things to learn. So many just different little facts about life. Caterpillars turn into butterflies. Well, you know, this vocabulary, I can comb my hair. There's so many great things to learn in the motor skills. There's skipping, hopping. There's these just little classic nursery rhymes. And for me, as a young mom, sometimes I'm like a little bit, I guess, like, what should you do next? Okay, I know my child should learn address, phone number, all those kind of things. But how do I know I'm not missing something or forgetting something? Which we probably always are forgetting something. For me, it's really helpful to just have this simple plan. And I'm not saying it covers every single thing your child should know by the age of 4. But it is quite thorough. It really covers a lot of this very solid, just the safety information that you should know and all those kind of really practical life skills things for your child to learn. Something as simple as tearing paper. I might not necessarily think of that, but when I can follow this little plan, it makes it really easy that, okay, this week I'll talk about this. The week that your child should learn your address, I'll take him out to our front door and show him the numbers right outside the front door and have him say those numbers, and we'll start practicing those. Building awareness of the real world and building awareness of safety skills. I like this because this makes my job simple. It makes my job easy. I know you need to teach your kids all these things, but Like in this way, I don't have to plan it out. I don't have to be all orderly. I can just turn to the next page when we're ready to start a new unit, and that's the next little memory skill that we're going to work on. The other reason I really like this is because pretty much all these statements are phrased in complete sentences. Now my son has been a late talker. He's not the super talkative type. He never has been. And some of the first sentences I have heard him say, first complete sentences he's spoken, have been the memory statements from this program. And I love that he's learning these little memory statements, facts that are phrased in complete sentences. And I think they are really helping his vocabulary to start to blossom at his current age. We started this when he was maybe a little bit younger than 2.5. I think that was a really good age for him. We have been thriving with it. Now, this teacher's guide is free on her website, and I can link her website below. She has all of the teacher's guides for all of her programs free so that you can check them out and see if it's a good fit for your family. Then she has add-ons to the program, and the only add-ons I got, she has it designed so that you can have a memory statement wall that you just set up when you begin a unit, and that helps you as mom to be able to remember which little topics are you working on, which memory statements are you working on throughout the day and week. I did not get all the different cards for the memory statements. She has one for all these different topics. I just got the ones that I really felt I needed cards for, which was the science topics and let's find some of them, the Bible verses. Those were the ones that I really felt I needed the actual cards for. And I don't put these on the wall. I incorporate them into our morning binder. And since we only do 2 cards, we will actually review quite a few of the past units of cards when we do our morning binder as well. And these have been great. I love the very easy to read letter print. My son is already starting to notice some of his favorite letters on these. He notices the period at the end of a sentence. The pictures are very clear and easy to kind of distinguish. Just very simple and straightforward, not cartoony style. So we have loved these memory statements, but for me, I just knew I was going to keep it simple, just focus on these 2 memory statements as far as cards. Now, I do incorporate all of the different skills, but for social studies, health and safety, it's more like we'll just act it out, you know, combing your hair, brushing your teeth, or we've learned the town and state where we live. We just talk about it. I didn't feel like I needed cards for those. For the character and catechism, they're usually either set to a song. Yeah, actually, I think they're all song related. So since they were song related, I felt like the song was enough to help us remember them. We didn't need a card. So that's something that you can think about after you get the teacher's manual. Think about what cards would be helpful. How would you want to use your cards? Would you want to put them on the wall? Would you want to set them up somewhere else? So like we have them in our morning binder. I did laminate mine. I hand them to my son. Sometimes we play games with them. I can link to a video where we were playing like a game where he had to go and pick up the card with the right verse or the right science statement on it. So that's really fun. That's really straightforwardly how I use this. Now, I don't really focus on the letter of the unit. Sometimes I will literally just show him the book and say, hey, what's that letter? Just kind of for a little practice or review. But because we use this alongside letters and numbers from Gather Round, I don't focus on that. I mainly use this for our memory. Yeah, that is what I use it for. It's our memory work. It's our fun memory work. It's our singing songs time. It's a good reminder, hey, let's get out rubber bands. Because always, that's why I like this. I'm the kind of person that if a book tells me to do something and I think it's a good idea, I'll probably do it. But I'm the kind of person who's, if I don't have a book to tell me what to do, I'll come up with ideas, but they might not be as necessarily creative and so on. So I do appreciate this quite a bit. Okay, we've never done hopscotch before. This says hopscotch, so let's make out the hopscotch squares and try it. All right. Oh, and I did want to mention all the catechism songs. She gives the suggestion of listening to the songs for saplings. album, and that has been awesome. I first heard of Songs for Saplings from this curriculum. Then later I discovered that Songs for Saplings has a Spanish edition of the questions that they do in this book. So we actually listen to Songs for Saplings in Spanish pretty much every day. They're very catchy and very fun, and I am improving my Spanish vocabulary because of those. So that's our little bilingual edition right there. All right, I hope that this was helpful to see how we are using this.